Yes, I'm done creating Nigeria coat of arm using Corel Draw. Yes, it took me 2 days to create this logo due to time. Okay, now I'm going to give you the procedures on how I use Corel Draw to create this logo you are seeing on the screen, the Nigeria coat of arm. So I started with the sheet, the black sheet. I started with the black sheet, and the black sheet represents Nigeria fertile soil. So I use my Bezier tool, which is after beside the freehand tool, to create this shape. I just click here, then I click here, then I go back to the first point. So using my Bezier tool is the one that helped me to create a shape like this. Then I use my shape tool to curve the size of the black sheet. So after creating the black sheet, then the next thing I created was the waving white. This white that look like letter Y, and you know what it represents, the meeting of Niger and Benue rivers at Lokoja. So this is the next thing I created. I also use my Bezier tool, the same tool I use. You can use the freehand tool, but I like using Bezier tool, so because it gives me the opportunity to do a free sketch. So after clicking on Bezier tool, I click here with freehand shape by clicking here, then I use my shape tool to also make the curve. So the next thing I designed after the white is the eagle. I took time to design the eagle using my Bezier tool also. So I took time, I know what the eagle represents. It represents the strength. So I use my Bezier tool to carefully draft out the design from the beginning, starting from the mouth. I click here. I took my time to create something like this. Then I use my shape tool to also edit and make a curve. So after creating that, the next thing I created was the green and the white twist that's on top of the sheet, and that represents the rich soil. This is it. This one I use my Bezier tool. I like using Bezier tool. You say because it's giving me opportunity to make a free sketch. So I use Bezier tool also to create something like this. Then I use my shape tool to edit it. Now looking at the color inside the shape, I use what we call the smart fill tool, so that I can give each shape their own desired color. That's why I give it white is a default color. So this green is one I put myself. So after creating the green and white twist, the next thing I created was the grassy field, this grass, and the flowers that represent the Nigeria beauties. That's the next thing I created. I also use my Bezier tool as usual. Look at the Bezier tool on the toolbox. Beside the freehand tool, you click on it, a fly out list appears. Then I click on my Bezier tool. So this is the tool I was using to create a free sketch. So after creating it, I apply my color, I draw my oval, which is also known as circle, and ellipse. Then I apply color, I use my Bezier tool to create something like this. Let me zoom it for you to understand what I'm doing. So I use my Bezier tool to create something like this. Then after creating that, the next thing I did was the national motto, this logo that is here, which is unity and faith, peace and progress, using my rectangle tool. This time around I was not using Bezier tool, I used my rectangle tool, and I curve it after converting the rectangle to curve. Then after doing that, I use my Bezier tool to create this shape beside the rectangle that I curved, and I apply my color using what we call the smart fill tool. So I use my smart fill tool to apply this red you are seeing beside the curve. Then the next thing was to type with my text tool from toolbox, which is letter A. Then after typing it, I fit the text to part by going to text menu from the menu bar. Then I click on fit text to part. Then I put it inside this pre-designed rectangle shape that I've done. So after doing that, the last thing I did was the horse. And the horse represent the Nigeria dignity. So what I did was just to take my time to design this first one, and I duplicated it. Then after duplicating, I mirror it so that it can be opposite side. So how did I create this? I used Bezier tool. Most of the work I did on this horse, creating this horse or designing this horse, is this tool I use, which is called a Bezier tool. I took my time to get a sketch, because when you are designing with Bezier tool, at first it will not be fine. Then you use a shape tool to make it look like this. So if you want me to teach you one-on-one on how you can do this yourself, because I was just giving you a peripheral of it. So if you want to create this yourself, firstly you have to have the knowledge of Corel Draw, and if you don't have the knowledge of Corel Draw, you can message me for me to guide you on how to use the tools in the toolbox. Because once you know all the 72 tools in the toolbox, you can create any concept or design of your choice. So if you want me to teach you how to create simple logos or complex logo, you can make sure you inbox me. Don't forget that. Then I will guide you the steps. You can do a video chat. I will give you the procedure on how you can do something like this. So please stay connected for more information on how to use the computer system, especially Corel Draw, to create simple or complex graphics. See you in my next class. I remain Andy Stanley.